Chaos, Coordination, and Courage, April 1995, Oklahoma City. At 0900 hours, the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in downtown Oklahoma City was full of people, all prepared for the busy day ahead. It contained over 600 employees. By 9:02 hours, the largest act of domestic terrorism in American history had occurred, and 163 people were killed in a matter of minutes. A moving truck driven by Timothy McVeigh, containing an improvised explosive device, was parked along Northwest 5th Street, parallel to a loading zone in front of the building's north entrance. The blast damaged 347 buildings in the immediate area, and 16 buildings were ultimately torn down following the attack. In total, 168 people lost their lives. 19 of these deaths were children attending the in-house daycare for employees. Just 1 hour after detonation of the largest improvised explosive on U.S. soil, 139 patients had been transported to nearby hospitals, 32% of them in critical condition. The initial EMS response consisted of on-duty ambulances staffed by recalled off-duty personnel, and mutual aid from surrounding areas. 759 people sustained injuries. Only 3 people were extricated alive in the destroyed building after the first 5 hours following the attack. The scene was quickly flooded with volunteers from all over the state of Oklahoma, to include fire, EMS, military, nurses, and laypersons. The mass turnout from individuals willing to help created a logistical nightmare for the incident commander and their staff, who were attempting to maintain the scene security and safety for all involved. The attack brought to light several issues with the disaster preparedness plan in Oklahoma City. Multiple area hospitals had non-functional emergency radios for use in mass casualty incidents. Volunteers should have been allocated to the hospitals instead of just the scene, and training for such a disaster should be included in the disaster response plan. Where Northwest 5th Street once laid is now a reflecting pool, guarded by 2 gates. One labeled 901 to reference the last minute of innocence for our nation in regard to domestic terrorism, and the other labeled 903 as a symbolic reference to the first moment of recovery, where grieving and healing began. The reflecting pool signifies the time of 9:02, presenting the tragically long minute in which citizens were killed, survived, and changed forever. There is a chair for every office worker and child who lost their life that day. The chairs are placed in the footprint of the Murrah Building. A single retaining wall is all that remains.